Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you high above Hard Rock Stadium for round one of Stadium Series Red, coming to you live from Miami, Florida. This is a heavy set track, a very unnatural stadium design normally as we run through the track real quick, give you a little rundown. The main obstacles we want to look out for really, it's not really the obstacle, it's just the clump of this track. It is just an unnatural layout for a stadium series. It's going to be exciting to watch these drivers try to tackle this course. Without further ado, we get things started with Black Pearl and Colvinard. But before we get to that, we got to run down the drivers on this tour. On Stadium Series Red Round 1, it is Colvinard in Black Pearl, Monster Mutt in Bryce Kenny, Paul Jensen in Jurassic Attack, Vendetta in Mike Christensen, Barry Musauer in Zombie, Zach Garner in Wildside, Corey Rummel in Bailey Circuit, Jamie Garner in El Toro Loco, Dalton Weiner in Shell Shocked, John Gordon in Megalodon, Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger, and rounding it out, Son of Digger and Ryan Anderson. With that being said, let's get things started and rolling here in Miami, Florida. And here we go. Copenhagen kicks us off in Miami, Florida for the first run of Stadium Series Red. Nice air there. Gonna go over here. Can he save it? And no. So he will be DQ'd for the first event of the year. Colvinard starting off in a wild way. That is not the way you want to start a season, especially if you're Colvinard, who he was looking forward to this season going into it. And now we get to Monster Mutt and Bryce Kenny. So a rough first run of the year in the Stadium Series Red. Without further ado, though, Bryce Kenny searching for an entry to the track here. Really taking his time to figure out where he wants to start here. And here we go. Bryce Kenny kicks his season off in Monster Mutt. And some nice air there. Big air. They're going to land right on top, and that's going to be a big landing. Can he save it? No, and that will be a minute and 20, and that'll be the end of his run. It will count for scores, but I have to imagine this won't count for much since he didn't get far into the run. A 4.580 is his final score. So definitely not the best scoring run to kick off this series, but like we said before, this is a tough track to tame, a tough track to tackle here today. Coming up next will be Jurassic Attack. And Paul Jensen will kick his run off now. He gets a hard landing there. Over he goes. He's going to save it. Nicely done, Paul Jensen. And this run will count for scores as we are 30 seconds in. Big air there. Can he clear it? Oh, just barely couldn't. Truck does seem fine for the most part, though. And that is a good thing. And here comes Jensen sending over that step-up jump. Massive air. Can he come down with it? Yes, he can. Oh, it's that jump a little awkward. Nicely done, though. Keeps it going. Very nice. Well, look out. Ooh, big landing. Can he save this one? Oh, can he save this one? Gets the power down, and he does. 35 seconds left for Paul Jensen. Walking it across the clump of dirt. 20 seconds left, and I think he's going to go for the 8-pack. And oh, he ain't going to get it. He's not going to get that. And that'll be all she wrote. Just under 10 seconds left. That is probably the best run we've seen today. It will be a 6.479. Nicely done there by Paul Jensen. And a decent start to his year. And now we move on to Vendetta and Mike Christensen. And here we go. Oh, I know the body for this. Well, good news. I have another truck body that I could use that does have it. Come on, there it is. If this doesn't have it, then well, I don't know what to do. Oh lord, frame rates are horrible. There we go, they fixed itself. Here comes. I gotta get my timer ready. There we go. Mike Christensen in Vendetta. 2 minutes on the clock for Vendetta. Getting some nice air right there. Oh, can he walk it? He will. He's enough power to do a mini moonwalk there. Couldn't get the truck all the way up, but he does get it up somewhat. Ooh. And he's not gonna hit that one fully square, but he gets it done. The job done there. Ooh, that's gonna be a big hard landing. Look out. And it does come back around. Truck is gonna shut itself off here though. To see if it can still run. So they're gonna attempt to see if he can still run this thing. 50 seconds to go. And he's gonna power his way there to a save. Nicely done. And it does seem like there's a wheel locked up there. I believe in the front. And you see it's the rear right actually. Going for the backflip, and that will end the run. He does pull it back as time expires. That's going to be very interesting to see what points he gets as I try to find my cursor. There it is. And they're going to dock him a 6.128. So he'll get last place currently besides the Colin DQ. Coming up next though in Zombie, it is Bari Musauer. Hopefully I have the body for this one. Which I do. Okay, good. And Bari hyping up the crowd there a little bit. And Bari Musauer. And he's gonna slam the brakes there. Looks like he wants to get a bit of a run up here. And Bari's gonna send it. Bari sends it to the moon. Massive air. That might be the biggest air we've seen all night. Oh no, Bari. Oh no. RII has not shut him off, so they won't end the run yet, but that is definitely a problem. He's going to attempt to run with this, though. He's trying to make the best of a bad situation. Over he goes, and that will, unfortunately, end the run. And he leave 120 on the board. He does have the biggest air of the night, so we don't give out those type of awards, but if there was one, he'd get it so far. So he will score, but I don't think it'll be much. It'll be a 4, it'll be a 5.035 for Bari Musauer. Coming up next in Wildside, I believe it is our first CRD chassis of the evening, or I should say, of the day, since this is at midday. We'll just go with that. I've put tires on this, don't I? Dang it. I should have known better not to pick that one. Unless I don't and I get lucky. Please. I knew it. I knew I had to. Okay. Pausing time. I'm not listening to that. Oh, cool. It's already like loaded up for me to do this. Nice. There's one. Here's a second one. Oh, that's the front. Need the rear. There we go. Okay, here we go. Up next in Wildside, it is Zach Garner, a former racing champion in real life, should have been a World Finals Freestyle champion in my opinion. I do believe Blake Granger should have been second though. And it looks like he might have seen what Bari was trying. He might try something similar. Here we go. Wild side, and there is Zach Garner. Beautiful downside at the end of that as well. Nicely done as we kick things off. As he kicks off his campaign for the World Finals. Massive air there. Oh my. It's a little surprising nothing broke there. This is a kind of track where you gotta get lucky with your bounces if you're gonna drive like that. You get lucky with how the truck bounces, especially like that. Oh my. What a moment there. He is throwing caution to the wind right now. I think that was a roll bar that just flew off into the wall. Oh, I mean, we don't really count out of bounds here. We're gonna act like that was a wall and he went into it and then he stopped. With just under a minute to go here. More big air. Ooh, that's gonna be a somewhat unlucky bounce. See the first backflip, main backflip at least. That's gonna be the first completed backflip of the tour. Nicely done by Zach Garner. Big air, big sky wheelie at the end of that as well. 10 seconds remaining, and how is he going to end this one? Well, look out, over he goes. And he got it with 3 seconds left. He'll end that run. So a very solid run by Zach Garner. It did get a little bit repetitive towards the end there, but nonetheless, I believe That is going to be the leader, and it is a 7.031. Will take the lead currently. Coming up next, Corey Rummel in Bailey Circuit. Oh, there's two. Okay. Oh, it took a second to load in. That was weird. Anyway, coming up next, in Bailey Circuit, Corey Rummel. Corey Rummel is kind of a wild card pick in this tour. I mean, you know he's going to put up solid runs, but you don't really know what you're going to get out of Corey Rummel in one of these runs. Anyway, here we go. 2 minutes for Corey Rummel, and he's going to flip it immediately. Can he save it? Yes, he does. Oh, this is a... I didn't know that. I did not know this was a BM chassis one. So nicely done for the save. You see the rear end is a little bit shot up. Sending it. Oh my goodness, Corey Rummel. Welcome to the big air party. And oh, and it looks like he has a rear steering link problem. He is gonna send it nonetheless. Alright, it's gonna be a very hard challenge to turn here. Okay, I don't know why these aren't like legitimately just made in. I do get why. Come on, guys. Massive air there. That's gonna be a big bounce. If he can save it, that'd be great. What a save, and he stains it back on two wheels. And he's gonna get out of this, maybe. Maybe not, maybe not. And he will not. That will end his run with 45 seconds left. But boy, that was a nice run for leaving 45 seconds on the clock. And his score is going to be a 6.795, so that'll be enough for second place. Nicely done. Coming next in El Toro Loco, it will be Jamie Garner. Tried to pop a soda. Hopefully y'all didn't want to hear that. Anyway, coming up first, it is Jamie Garner in El Toro Loco, and he's got a very unique body for this truck. Look at that, blowing the smoke out of the horns. And this might be an interesting jump he's about to attempt. Can you go through this one? You can. Alright, it's a little absurd. Alright, let me get the timer up. Timer, there we go. 2 minutes on the clock for Jamie Garner. He's gonna send it to the moon and back. Someone call NASA, because we just had an insane jump. He's across there. That's gonna be a big hit. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Well, Jamie, they didn't shut you off, so you can free reign, and he's gonna attempt to run with three wheels. imagine this is going to be a tough challenge for him. And over he goes. He will regain control, so they'll let him continue. And oh my, oh my, oh my, oh! And that will end his run with 1:12 to go. Hard wreck there at the end. He does get out okay. Jamie Garner, his score will be a 6 point. It'll be a 5.993. Coming up next, though, it is Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked. So here we go, Dalton Widener backing up all the way to the parking spot. And this might get interesting. And oh my goodness. Move over, Barry moves sour. Move over. Zach Garner. You might have a new contender for Big Air of the Year award. Actually, I'd say move over Jim Culler. That was insane, and that's not going to be good. He does save it, and they're going to let him continue. I do find it ironic. In real life, this body never got touched. This body never broke. In the span of not even 30 seconds with me, I've already destroyed it. 1:24 left, and this is despite the truck breakages, he is putting on some massive air right now. And the big question of the rest of this run is, will the truck last before that time runs out? Big air again. Well, I'm trying to keep it out of the dumpsters and all the walls. And that's not going to be a good hit at all. Look out. Powering through it. What a save. Oh, maybe, yep, what a save. Still trying, still going for it. That might be the end of the run. Maybe not. Another save. With how destroyed this truck is, it is a miracle that he's able to drive this somewhat capably. 20 seconds to go. And he lines up a decently big jump. And oh, that'll be the end of it. So he ends it on with 8 seconds to go. It was a destructive run, to say the least. But will it take the lead? A 7.241. He will take the lead in remarkable fashion. It seems like the ragged edge and the perseverance to continue that run is going to lead him to the lead in Miami. I was about to say they have the newest ones. They have Blake. Blake's probably the newest one. Coming up next, John Gordon in Megalodon. There we go. Okay. John Gordon in Megalodon, trying to see what he can do. And we're down to the final 3. It's been one heck of a afternoon in Miami. He's just trying to find an opening. And John Gordon, 2 minutes on the clock. And a massive air, but I think he was smart about that though. He did not want to land in that cluster of jumps on the first hit, and that was a wise move to aim for an area that was relatively flat. And look at this, that's a very nice cross-thread combo by John Gordon. I know you see some broke on that rear end on that landing. It looks like the rear drive shaft has a bit of problems, and that's going to play a factor, and it'll play a factor right there, as he does save it with minimal effort. And that's going to mess up most of his jumps. Over he goes, trying to save it, and he won't. So a minute and 11 left on the clock, and that, I can't imagine it's going to be a good score. He didn't do much to note. He will get a 5.298. So not the best run there by John Gordon to open his season up, but I believe it could have been worse. You could be Cole Bernard right now sitting with 0 points regardless of what the scores are. Coming up next though, Tyler Menia and Gravedigger. There's like a 2026. There is. There we go. Tyler Menia and Gravedigger. Now in real life, Tyler Menia might have had the most up and down roller coaster of a World Finals I've ever seen. He wrecked out in freestyle after 365 days earlier. Had completely killed the truck. He did it again. He came back the next day and won freestyle. Now, that did not happen in our universe, even though that is really funny to think about. And also, yeah. Anyway, back to this competition. Manny, it looks like he's lining up to do what Widener did on there, looking to line up for that massive hit. And here we go. And that is, without a doubt, the biggest air of the night. Tyler Menia absolutely sent it. If he can put together a good run, it might be taking the lead if he can fill the clock. Ooh, if he can save this, it'd go a long way. Oh, can he? And no, he will not. So Tyler Menia, one heck of an attempt. But in the end, it will not work. He will get a score, as he was just 3 seconds over the 30-second mark. But because of how that one went, it won't go very well. A 4.671 is his final score. And now we get to the final run of the night. Dalton Widener leads currently in Shell Shocked with a 7.241. If he wants to win here tonight, it's going to have to be one. If Ryan Anderson wants to win here tonight, it's going to have to be one wild run. He's got to be one of the most destructive runs in the modern era of Monster Jam. Can he do it tonight? And I think he sees what everybody else sees, and that is this jump gives you immense amount of air. But do you open with it, or do you go off to the side? I'm gonna reset the truck because I just completely killed the run. Ryan Anderson looks like he's gonna scout for an opening, see if there's another angle he can jump at. And Anderson is going to send it to the moon and back. Massive air landing on the rear end. I guarantee you something just broke in the truck. And indeed it did. It looks like it could be a rear shock housing. That's not going to be fun to deal with the rest of this minute and 41. And he had to maneuver his way out of that one. Okay, alright, come on, there we go. He's gonna get his way out of that one, sending it across the track, trying to save it, and he will not. And I'm sure that is not gonna be enough for the win. And it will not. 4.431 is his final score, so that means Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked will be your winner. So a crazy event tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, we can't end off of that. No, no, no. We are not going to end this run or end this competition on that. So, what I am going to do is we're going to have a little encore. Ryan Anderson is going to bring out a second truck, the CRD chassis, because I'm really curious to see how I would have done in this chassis. So we're going to do a little 2-minute encore, and you all can gladly enjoy this. Back up as far as I can. There we go. Go forward a little bit. There we go. I will set 2 minutes on the encore, and here we go. Oh, I did not land that upright. Does not matter. do want to see if we can do a double backflip off of this. Pause timer. I'm gonna try that one time with a clean truck. I really want to see if I can do that. I guarantee you it is somewhat possible. If I can line it up properly, dang. Come on. Lined up? Yep, we're lined up. Okay. I'm also going to attempt an impact backflip, because why not? No, until this thing's in the dirt, I'm not stopping. Oh? We're gonna end it off of that. That was awesome. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it from Hard Rock Stadium. A wild one in Miami, Florida, from Hard Rock Stadium. A lot of good competition. Your winner is Dalton Winder and Shell Shocked. And we will reveal scores at the end of the week for um, for the event, for the tours. Anyway, with that being said, we will see you in the next video for Stadium Series Green. Good. Sorry. We will see you in the next episode for Stadium Series Green. With that being said, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. If you have made it to this point, we will see you in the next video.